Guys, my name is Andrew, and this is Andrew Toronto, and this is Arcane Investments. I apologize for the later video. I actually, just so much had kind of happened during the holiday break, so I was really busy, so I just didn't have a chance up until now. But yeah, so let's look into, get rid of some of those. Let's look into our plays. Obviously this week, another downer, just kind of slipping really hard now. It's actually kind of funny that we're up on the month. It's not been a good month. As a matter of fact, we're actually, I would say, down over 1,200, about 1,200 from November 1st. So, yeah, not feeling great, honestly. It's just a hard number to kind of look at, but we know it'll turn around. We just have to give it some time. So yeah, this is a little bit of a better, because this shows right around here. We were up about, so this shows a little bit closer as to what we're looking at, down about 40% over the last 3 months. And I mean, can we expect to see a reversal for sure? I'm fairly confident. We just have to hold and wait. Excuse me, I'm just gonna open up a soda real fast. Sorry about that. My throat is getting a little dry. I guess in the news, ITP offered up a new offering, so this stock is probably gonna go further down. I might just exit it down $31 or whatever. And then look to move this money around, these shares, just see what we can do. In terms of DPW, a ton of stuff happened. They reported negative earnings. Here, I'll actually just show you the DPW stock ticker. They're changing it to, they're down about 10% on the week. Had some ups and then right back downs. So, we might see another climb, but to be honest with you, I think right here was earnings, and that's when we really saw a nice drop. And yeah, you could see sort of what happened, just a lot of volatility. And that was explained due to various market conditions. So with that being said, I mean, we are at the 52-week low, which is really great for value investments. So I'm feeling confident we will be able to get out of this slump. And I actually think, let me see, ASXC, I think actually might be also at its 52-week low. Yep. Oh, actually, no, 42 cents. Okay. So, and I think that was, so we're going to be right around January that's when, okay. So, yeah, it's still up on the year, but dramatically so. It's just kind of been slipping, and we can almost see a little bit of a correlation I've seen. This is just from the various chart analysis from sort of BNGO, sort of also going down this slope, which is kind of ridiculous because you can see how their earnings missed Q3, whereas ASXC hit their projections, but you can see that chart is practically identical right there, which is fairly upsetting because they're not really the same company. So it's definitely a little upsetting to see this happening. But maybe we do see another spike here. This company specifically, I believe, hold on, does it have a this is Bingo, is a life sciences instrument company which focuses on let me see, a platform for ultrasound superspectral structural variation detection, enables research and clinicians to accelerate the search for new. So yeah, it's kind of also like a biotech, but it's not for surgery. But it's definitely, it's interesting how they specifically work. But all in all, I think not really. I'm a little annoyed that there's a correlation in the charts. And it kind of goes to show a little bit that these charts, although they're correlated, you can see how they don't really match up with what the companies are doing, because we can see what Bioano is doing, and we can see what ASXC is doing, and we can maybe look at those two ideas and be like, oh wow, these are not the same value companies. And I think that that's actually really important too to think about when you're worried. Which I'm not. I'm not at all worried about either of those companies. ITP, it has to go up eventually. I mean, maybe not today. But I have a feeling it should run up again, and we should be able to exit both ITP and DPW with minimal losses on a run up. We just have to wait for the run up. And if we go for broke, we go for broke. I'm not willing to sell with these losses, but I am willing to exit the company when they go up, and I think that's the best position I could take on these companies. So no real moves on the bell. Obviously, the kind of general market I think was down almost 1,000 points this week on the Friday Open. It was a shorter week, which might actually be a good thing for us. But yeah, it was a shorter week, so we could say that's another loss. ASXC has gone down every single week since earnings. So we really should be looking at a win eventually. I mean, it just can't take another week hit. It just wouldn't make sense. But we'll see. I mean, we could just be having a reversal. Remember, folks, there was this time, let's go with the opposite. There was this time when it was doing nothing but going up, right? Right? What? Week after week after week after week after week after week, and that went on for about from the I guess the beginning of January until the beginning of February. So this has been going down pretty much considerably since June. We've seen nothing but downward momentum, so just down, down, down. So I would have a reason to believe that this should be changing pretty soon. I mean, it can only do one thing for so long for no reason. But I think it's definitely struggling to maintain at least the market positivity. So I think it's really just impossible to call. I would bet, though, that it should be going back up soon. But, that's also, it's really here nor there for me. I mean, I'm going to be holding this company as long as I possibly can. I guess I brought this up in the Discord if you haven't already, but I am going to be analyzing the Discord. I'm going to be analyzing the company as such. I'm going to be reducing my option position down to 20% and increase my share position up to 80% from 0% currently. So that's going to take some time. That's going to take the ability for I need the stock to go up so I can get rid of these options. I want it to go up a lot too, so I have a lot of value in the options, and I want to be able to sell, sit, and then wait on cash for it to come back down, and hopefully not miss the boat or not miss some crazy run up. But we'll see. We just have to sort of be patient in that regard. What would be obviously the most freaking ideal is if DPW or ITP could go up. That's really what's killing the portfolio right now, is that just not a single one of these stocks is going on a run. And if one of them could, then I could just finally get some more money into ASXC, but I just can't do it. So it's really, really disappointing. But for now, I think we're just going to have to hope for, just a good week and, just keep holding. It's just hold strong. I mean, I'm not going to sell. We're going to stay in these companies up and until DPW or IT. As long as, actually, all three of them are going to go up, I'm going to sell. ASXC goes up, I'll probably sell. I'll sell at 30% gain in if one day or something. And then I want to re-enter with shares. I really want to get in with shares on red days. So I might try to do that where I sell on green days and then buy shares on red days. And then obviously you have that gnawing thing that's in your head that says but if you sell and it keeps going up, you're missing all that money. But the truth is, man, I mean, I can't see this stuff and then not get upset. So, we're just going to have to just see what happens. We know that new hospitals will be coming out over the next few months, but there's not these crazy catalysts. And I think that that's something that had occurred earlier in the year. We had a lot of catalysts coming in. But also I think that there is too much correlation around the market in general, around life science companies. So we might need to see that happen again. But until then, I think we're going to be basically just sitting around, just sitting on our hands, and then just basically waiting. That's it. We made our positions. We feel good about our positions. We obviously could have made a better position, but I still am very confident in this stocks or this portfolio's ability to perform on an annual basis. Maybe not a month-to-month basis or a 3-month basis, but definitely on an annual basis. I think we will be able to reverse this. I think it's just a very volatile stock. But time will tell. Time will tell. That's just the weekly update. I'll come back with you guys next week, hopefully with more positive reviews. Please join the Discord if you have any questions on various other topics. Remember, guys, I had a comment in my last video actually that said like, "Oh, you're just using it like a gambling place." I'm not gambling. I know a lot about these companies, every single one I invest in, and honestly, I think it's a little. I think it just goes to show that I haven't really been posting too much, maybe informative videos on this channel to sort of really dig into the companies, but believe me, I do, especially Ascensa Surgical, which is my main company. On my other channel, Andrew Taranto, you can see that there's tons of research, tons of conferences I've attended, every earnings call. I know this company like the back of my hand. Okay, this is not a gamble for me. This is just an unfortunate set of events currently, but I have no doubt that it's going to go back up. But I don't want to keep going on and on. You guys got better stuff to do, and there's nothing else really to say. I'll talk to you guys next week. Try to get this out earlier. Obviously, I don't really get thrilled to post these videos as much anymore just because of how badly the portfolio is doing, but I think it is important to show that I am being fully transparent with my investments. All right, guys, thank you so much. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next week.